Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a spectacular new recording of Kurt Weill's The Seven Deadly Sins. That's what they are. The Seven Deadly Sins of Small-Time Citizens, technically, but well, who cares? Oh, this is such a fabulous work. Also coupled with the new Orpheus, a rarely heard cantata for soprano, solo violin, and orchestra, and the Violin Concerto. It's really an amazing disc. It's conducted by H.K. Gruber, the Swedish Chamber Orchestra. You may recall they had an earlier recording of the Kurt Weill symphonies, which I talked about on this channel, which was also very, very good. And let's see, who do we have? Wallis Giunta is the soprano in The Seven Deadly Sins, and she's fabulous, my God. Jennifer France is the soprano in the new Orpheus. She's also fabulous. Katarina Andreasson is violinist in the new Orpheus, and she's fabulous. And Benjamin Herzl is the violinist in the Violin Concerto, the Concerto for Violin and Winds, and he's miraculously fabulous. He's just marvelous. This is so exciting, this disc. I can't even begin to tell you, but I'm gonna anyway. The Seven Deadly Sins. Well, the iconic recording of that is the famous Herbert Kegel Gisela Mai Berlin Classics recording. Oh boy, is that fun. But it was actually written for soprano voice. And believe it or not, in this recording and in the new Orpheus, it's sung in English, which actually put me off a little bit initially. It really does. I mean, because, you hear the opening, ya-da-da-ba. It's so lusciously decadent and world-weary. And somehow German works better when it has Weltschmerz attached to it, You hear this voice come in, Meine Schwester und ich stammen aus Louisiana, wo die Wasser des Mississippi unter Monde fließen. I mean, that's what I expect to hear. Maybe not sung exactly like that, but close enough. And instead, we have this beautiful soprano voice coming in English. My sister and I come from Louisiana. Well, actually, it turns out that W.H. Auden and Chester Coleman, the usual crew, made an English version of this piece. And it's very good. And you can actually understand the words. It turned out to be really fine. The declamation works. It's terrific. It really is. So that was fun. After I got used to it, after the initial shock wore off, it really did. But when you think about it, I mean, having a translation by those illustrious people, it's as good as having Bertolt Brecht doing it. I mean, let's face it. And boy, oh boy, is this performance fabulously well conducted by H.K. Gruber. Usually, like in the Kegel recording and most of the other ones that I've heard, the piece is played as a kind of world-weary, decadent, kind of, a little bit laid-back kind of thing. Here, it's sharp and crisp and snappy and not so much weary, decadent, but bitter and sardonic. And oh my God, the orchestral accompaniment is so perky and bright and detailed and in your face. It's a fabulous interpretation. It's like nothing you've heard before in this work. It really is. So I am totally, totally thrilled with this Seven Deadly Sins. It's extraordinary. The new Orpheus, it's a strange piece. It's about 17 minutes long and two big chunks. It's an absurdist account of Orpheus. And here it's in an English translation by David Pountney, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let's make sure I got that right. Which is also quite legitimate. The words are so weird it doesn't even matter. It doesn't help. David Pountney. So there you go. And look at the craziness that's in here. Let me give you some words. You get the words. You get the text here. Let's see. Evenings in the cosmic cabaret between Yankee girl and acrobat, he sang his song, A Hymn to Human Passion. The second item, evenings in the cosmic cabaret. At midnight entered the clown, and the golden lights of the circus woke with a mighty drumbeat the sleepers. At midnight entered the clown. I mean, okay. You know what I mean? So the music's great. What can I tell you? It's like sort of like one of the crazy Poulenc cantatas, something like that. But it's fun. It's really fun. And the violin concerto, well, this is a serious work. It was the first major work Weill wrote after concluding his studies with Busoni. And it's an eclectic piece. The scoring is marvelous. It's for violin, winds, there are cellos and basses, but basically winds and percussion and brass and violin. And it makes some amazing sounds. And it's melodic, acerbic melodic. It was relatively popular when it was first performed. I've got to say, Benjamin Herzl plays fantastically. I mean, really intelligently, well balanced against the orchestra with a beautiful tone and plenty of character and force. I mean, it's a piece of music that really demands that the soloist have personality, and Herzl has personality. He really does. And Gruber is incredible, like I said, and the sonics are fabulous. It's Bis, and I'm just thrilled to bits to have this. It's a great, great, great record. And I recommend it to you with all possible enthusiasm. You're going to love the Seven Deadly Sins. I mean, really, Wallis Giunta sings it so effectively and with really good diction. And I mean, even the little choir, the mother and the two brothers and the dad. The mother's a bass, by the way, a bass in a dress. It's fabulous. Most of the time, you can even understand what they're saying, and it's a shock. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.